Match between your Watertown Goslings in their home blue uniforms and the Silver Eagles of Monona Grove High School. The Goslings in their home blue uniforms going left to right, and Monona Grove in the white going right to left. Thanks tonight to Max Alexander, who's running the board here up in the booth. Brandon Simmons on one of the cameras. We hope you enjoy watching these games. We enjoy bringing them to you. This is Ray Bazanson bringing you tonight's action. Watertown comes in with a record of 0-2 and 0, losing to Edgewood 1-3, and Beloit here last Tuesday 1-4. Last Thursday. Monona Grove is 0-1-1, having lost to Sun Prairie 0-5. And tying McFarland 3-3. In goal tonight for the Goslings is the junior Roberto Ortega Jr. as the goalkeepers are switching off this year by Coach Clayton Kratzer, assisted by Brian Schmidt, Jamie Kep, the athletic director. Head coach for Monona Grove is Randy Becker, and in goal for the Silver Eagles is Maxwell Adrians, also a junior. Starting for the Goslings, Eli Sloan, Connor Lehman, Owen Harris, Dylan Vasquez, Matthew Bushke, Liam McCloskey, Jacob Narcus, Denzel Esquivel, Noah Gilbertson, and Braden Schmidt. For Monona Grove, Isaac Cram, Carter Ryan, Ozan Zaidzik, Will Femwright, Milo Cole, Nathan Haberly, Lester Bohm, Liam Rains, Jordan Davis Troller, and Benjamin Zelke. And again, in goal, Max Adrians, and for the Goslings, Roberto Ortega Jr. Cleared out on this side by Dylan Vasquez. Throw in for Monona Grove. One ref on the field, two side judges. One on each side, goes from midfield to one of the end lines. They're on opposite sides. So far early on, most of the pressure here by Monona Grove. In the Watertown end of the field. See what the Goslings can do to get started here. Narcus, as he tries to bring it up, he's grabbed. His arm was grabbed by the defender. Free kick, kicked up. I believe that was by number 10, Liam McCloskey. McCloskey, Schmidt in the middle on defense. On the far side is Connor Lehman. There's a shot through and picked up by Ortega. Nice punt by Ortega. All the way downfield. Long pass ahead to Nathan Haberly. Brings it to the middle, knocked down, picked up by Femwright. Now brought back by the Goslings. Schmidt, number 19. Schmidt in the center of that defense on the back line. Schmidt and Bushke on the ends. Liam McCloskey on this side, Connor Lehman on the far side. Vasquez in the middle, along with Narcus. There's a shot, blocked. Owen Harris playing in midfield. Up front is Esquivel. There's a nice save by Ortega. Diving to his right. Vasquez, Esquivel, Narcus. It's a foot race. Off of the Gosling, out of bounds, throw-in for Monona Grove. One of their captains, the orange armband band, signifies that. Co-captains for Watertown are Narcus and Lehman. Long pass, Lehman heads it back. Nice pickup at midfield, Narcus. Ahead. Coming in, a shot and a goal! Denzel Esquivel, 446. Started by Narcus. Then pass assisted. Esquivel caught up with it as the defender fell down. And he had the goalie to himself and buried it in that left corner of the goal. 1-0 favor of Watertown early in this contest. Good start for the Goslings here tonight. Nice crowd. 50 to 60 out here tonight. Parents, grandparents, students. Before Labor Day weekend. Before school starts. I believe the high school starts officially tomorrow. And there's a shot. Ooh, blocked and picked up by the goalkeeper. I believe that's Ozan Zajdzik, one of the co-captains with the orange band for Monona Grove on defense. The other one is on the front line. Their numbers are not a kind of a off-color blue, so it'll take me a little bit to get used to these numbers. Liam Raines up front, headed by 22, Jordan Davis Trawler, the other co-captain. Long pass ahead. After it is Haberly. And there's a shot over the head of Ortega. It comes to the far side. Nice little give and go, but too far and out of bounds. We'll have a goal kick for the Goslings. Schmidt with the Ortega with the goal kick. Centering pass, Ortega out to grab that in front of Jordan Davis Trawler, who was there. Brought back, kicked back to the goalie. Defense can do that, but the goalie can't pick it up if it's from his own player. He can kick it up back upfield. Good attempt by Schmidt there. Now brought back by Davis Trawler. Down to the corner. Milo Cole. Narcus just clears it to the far side. And we got a call against Gosling over, one of the Goslings. Free kick coming in. And out of bounds by Femright. Said it went off the defender. It's going to be a corner. That maybe Rains over there or Bum with this corner. Nicely put out in front and headed. We got a call right out front off a hand. Watertown with a free kick. Schmidt to take it, I believe. 8.5 minutes in, 1-0 Watertown. Femright blocked that. Harris trying to bring it up. And Harris ran into the back of 22, Jordan Davis-Trawler. Davis-Trawler, one of the taller mid forwards I've seen. Defenders 10 yards back from the ball. Direct kick, Ortega needs to be able to see. And it's off the crossbar. Oh, and he hit it in. Shot and a goal. See if I can get his number here. 23, Benjamin Zilke at 9:32. So that shot from Davis-Trawler hit the crossbar up in the air, and Zilke was there to head it in past Ortega. So under 10 minutes here in the first half, we're tied up at 1 apiece. That kick sails. A little bit of a breeze coming cross field towards us, but not much tonight. Lost out of bounds by McCloskey. Thrown in by Zidzik. Ozen Zidzik. Down to the corner. Another corner kick coming up. Looks like Milo Cole. Left foot, right out in front, and a goal! That might have been Davis-Trawler. No goal. Ref called a foul. Right out in front. No goal. 1-1 yet. Freshman Schmidt to kick it up to Narcus. His pass blocked, brought back by Zilke. And it kicked out of bounds by Vasquez. Zilke throws it in, headed by Narcus. Now headed downfield. We're going to have a kick for Watertown, taken by number 10, McCloskey. Liam, a senior. Headed upfield, brought right back. Zilke. To Cole, then back to Zidzik, who crosses field. Narcus. Pass ahead and an offside's called. That was a close one. It looked like the Narcus got the pass off before Esquivel got past the defender, but the side judge over on this side, in position, he called it offsides. Long kick. Out of bounds, front of the Watertown bench. Harris blocked it. Now right back, right out in front. Shot and a save by Ortega. Beautiful save by Roberto Ortega. Nice shot by number 9, Cole. He got that ball, brought it off his chest, and the left foot put it right on goal, but Ortega was there. Really good ball skills being shown tonight here by Monona Grove. The Silver Eagles. Cole again down to the end line. Crosses. Blocked by Schmidt. Ozen to the far side. And headed by Rains, I believe, or Haberly, but headed right at Ortega. Another good pass. Narcus headed it up for Esquivel, who couldn't catch up with it. Good job by Adrians to come out. One drops it back to Rames. Liam Raines is the defender back there, 18, along with Carter Ryan. Cleared up field and out of bounds. Watertown throw-in. 14 and a half gone here in the first half. This year they're playing 40-minute halves. In for Watertown, number 7, Jackson Barda. Another long kick past the defense. Right out in front. McCloskey got it. Ozen to midfield, to the center. Narcus. After it is Barda. And it's a Watertown throw. Barda to throw it in. Coming up to throw it in is McCoskey. Jackson goes infield into the penalty area. Thrown in the Narcus. And it's cleared out before midfield. McCoskey will throw it in again. Into Narcus, who heads it. Trying to get ahead for Barda, but too much and out of bounds. 16-20, 1-1. One goal not allowed by Silver Eagles as a penalty was called in front of the goal. Ozen Zajdik throws it in, comes back to him. McCloskey with it. Ran down by Narcus. On the far side, kicked up by Lindwall. Shot and a save by Ortega. Nice shot from about 25. Long kick back down to Ortega from the defender. Rains. Esquivel with it. Esquivel with the goal for Watertown at 4:46. Tied up by Benjamin Zilke on a header. Watertown throw. Cleared out again by the defense. Over to help was Zajdzik. Out of the center of the field. Haberly drops it back. Brought up by Cole. Haberly heads and a goal. Whoa. Went into the side. Haberly with a nice attempt. Just into the side of the goal. Haberly with good speed up front there. Narcus drops it back for Lehman. His pass intercepted, brought right back. Cole down to the corner. It's going to be out of bounds. Watertown throw. Lehman with the throw. Sloan trying to get it upfield. Over to Zajdzik. And shot went off the side of his foot. We'll have a goal kick, couple of subs coming in. We're approaching a midway point of this first half. It's still 1-1.
For Monona Grove, number 17, Marcus DeGroot. And for the Goslings, number 6, Gideon Wangren.
Gideon Wangeren in for Watertown, number 6. And Marcus DeGroot, a senior for Monona Grove. Wangeren also a senior. A lot of seniors on a Watertown team, as well as Monona Grove. McCloskey trying to keep it in. Went off of 17 to Groot, who's in at a forward on this side. McCloskey to throw it in. Another long pass back. Cole. Corner kick coming up. Six, 7, 8, 9. When they get down there for that corner. Got 9 players up. Right out in front. Nicely done. Ortega got his hands on it. And then the Silver Eagle put it high and over the goal. A lot of good attempts here for the Silver Eagles. They're really keeping the pressure on on the Gosling defense.
And for the Silver Eagles, number 8, Chase Lindwall.
Lindwall now in. Chase Lindwall. Also at a forward. Headed out by McCloskey. Cross pass to the far side. Down in front, headed. Watertown having a tough time getting out of their end tonight. Centering pass by Cole. Headed out. On the ground. Dangerous spot. Esquivel trying to get by, gets by the defender. Coming in, a shot and a save. And then kicked out. I think that was Raines, the defender. Esquivel, with that speed of his, got by the defender. Save made by Adrians, and now a corner kick for Watertown. Bounced right out in front and just wide. It's going to be another corner kick coming up. Six Goslings in front. Balls came out a little bit. Kicked upfield after it is number 9, Bushke. That pass blocked by Sloan. And here come the Silver Eagles. Narcus back. Zajdzik down the Cole. Centers, Ortega down. Blocked it. And then before the other Eagle could get a shot, I think that was 7 Femright, Ortega fell on it. McCloskey to throw this in. 25 gone here in the first half, 15 to go in the Narcus. Midfield. Breaks through 2. Here come the Silver Eagles. That's Zilke on the far side, drops it. Centering pass, kicked out by McCloskey. Zajdzik. Esquivel and Narcus. Jacob with a long shot. Woo! Came sailing in, but a nice save by Adrians. Maxwell Adrians. Went up high. Brought up by Olsen. Sloan there. Sloan interrupts. Now McCloskey to Narcus. Right back. Kept in now Cole. Shot blocked by Bushke. Another corner kick. Couple of subs in. A corner kick Tries to put it out in front. Let somebody get a foot on it or a head. Close to the goal, went over, then headed out of bounds. We'll have a goal kick. Headed out, I think, by Chase Lindwall. Number 8 is playing a midfield. Long goal kick brought back by the Silver Eagles. Blocked by Schmidt. Pass.
Monona Grove, number 22, Jordan Davis Troller, and number 3, Jason Menenga.
Jason Menenga in, along with Davis Troller. And Dylan Vasquez back in for Watertown. Vasquez on the far side. Pushes it ahead for Narcus. Monona Grove takes it. Zajdzik. No give and go. Broken up by Pfeiffer, who's in. Nathan Pfeiffer. Number 4 for the Goslings. Not sure when he came in. 11 minutes to go here in the first half. It's still 1-1. Schmidt blocks it. Got a throw-in on the far side at the end of the Watertown bench for the Silver Eagles. Earlier tonight, the JV game, Silver Eagles came away with a victory 2-1 over the Watertown Gosling JV, coached by Sam Galaviz. Sam has been a part of Watertown soccer for many years. There's a pass ahead, blocked by the defender, Rains. At one time years ago, Sam and I were teammates on the Watertown Old Timers. Here's a little break. Watertown can control Narcus. We got an offsides called. Vasquez got ahead. Cole brings it back quickly. And Vasquez tripped him up from the back. We got another free kick. Setting up to take it is Davis Troller, the senior. Ten yards back. Ref marks off the space. Davis Troller lining this up. On the ground, blocked. Shot, and over the goal. Nice shot by the Silver Eagles after that ball came out. Got under it just enough to put it over the goal. Still 1-1. 8.5 to go here in the first half. Damian Ortega, a freshman in for the Goslings, number 18. Shot and a save by Ortega. Diving to his left. It's like the 5th goal corner kick tonight for the Silver Eagles. Watertown with 2, and that tells you a little bit about how Monona Grove has really put the pressure on the Watertown defense. We got a whistle. Got about 11 players right down there in front in the goal. People moving around. Over the head of everyone. Put back by Owen. Over the top. Tried to sneak it in that corner. That was Ozen Zajdzik. Corner kick again for Braden Schmidt. Schmidt, the freshman, getting a lot of work out at the defense right in front of the Watertown goalkeeper. Taken by Vasquez to McCloskey. Tried to give it back, and it rolled out of bounds. And we got a substitution. One thing Monona Grove does, they're coached when they get a free kick or a throw-in, they get that ball going quick. Haberly back in. Haberly with a couple of shots on goal. A couple of shots off his head that were close. Back to Rains. Gets it started to the far side. Cross headed out by the Goslings. Off for Rains, picked up. Narcus in a foot race with Rains. Rains wins it, clears it out of bounds. Thrown in quickly. Narcus looking to center, he does, over the head of Vasquez, and it's a goal kick. You know, as hard as this is to believe, with 35 minutes gone, I think this is only the first goal kick, maybe the second for the Silver Eagles, which really tells us Watertown hasn't put a lot of pressure on the Silver Eagle defense, at least down in their end of the field. Monona Grove really controlling most of the action and the passing. To Groot. Ortega out to pick that up, pass out of the air. Esquivel down. So after this, Narcus down to help out, and Watertown will have a throw-in down near the end line. Esquivel back. And we got a offsides called as after the player threw it in. He stayed down where he was. The defenders came up and caused the offsides. No one between the Gosling and the goal except the goalkeeper. Need at least two people or the ball. Watertown throw on the far side at midfield, thereabouts. Watertown coached by Clayton Kratzer, assisted by Brian Schmidt. Randy Becker coaching Monona Grove, assisted by Alex Kugo and Paul Hazy. Narcus heads it. Knocked down by Vasquez. Back for him. McCloskey up. Ian goes down. Tried to get to the end line. Kicked out right in front of him. He'll throw it in. Back to Vasquez. McCloskey trying to center it. I think Watertown's going to get a kick here from the side. McCloskey to take it. See if the Goslings can use this. Headed out. And that ball bounced up. Hit the Gosling player in the hand. That was 11 or 18. Ortega. Rains to the far side. Now midfield. Into the center. To Groot. Little pass up. Far side, Gosling's bringing it up and out of bounds. Minute and a half to go. Still 1-1.
Silver Eagles, number 7, Will Femright, and number 11, Lester Bum.
Femright and Bum in. Ball's up after it. Esquivel. Rains clears it out of bounds in front of him. Watertown to throw it in. 30 seconds to go. Silver Eagles.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Long pass. Headed back.
3, 2, 1. Half.
That's the end of the half, ladies and gentlemen. The score. Watertown 1. Monona Grove 1. Thanks to Max Alexander and Brandon Simmons, Ray Bazanson. We'll see you for the second half. Welcome back for the second half of tonight's soccer match between your Watertown Goslings and the Silver Eagles of Monona Grove. Score is tied at 1 apiece. Watertown early on, Denzel Esquivel within the first 5th minute at 4:46 gave Watertown a lead. And then less than 5 minutes later, Benjamin Zilke on a header after a shot that hit the crossbar, a free kick. He headed it back in at 9:32, tied it up. There's been a couple of goals that were disallowed by Monona Grove, and they really put the pressure on the Watertown defense. But Ortega has been strong in goal, and so has Adrian's for Monona Grove, and we're tied at 1 apiece as we start the second half. Another 40 minutes to go. Extra ball on the field. JVs, Monona Grove won that game earlier tonight, 2-1. Monona Grove 0-1-1, lost to Sun Prairie, tied McFarland. Watertown 0-2, losing to Edgewood and Beloit. And we come out to start the second half. Headed back by Liam Rames, who defender in front of the goal. Femright to the center. Then on the far side, down near the corner. Brought back out. Femright centers it. Right out in front, and Ortega goes down. Ball bounced off a couple of players there. Ortega picked it up. McCloskey on the far side on defense. In the middle for Watertown is Schmidt and Bushke, and on this side we have Connor Lehman. In front of them is number 3, looks like Owen Harris, to start the second half. Number 1, Eli Sloan. 16, Noah Gilbertson is out there. Narcus, number 13. 14 is Denzel Esquivel. Brought right back. That's what the Silver Eagles did, kept the ball down in the Watertown end of the field so much of that first half. Kicked upfield by Gilbertson. Isaac Cram, number 2. Now Esquivel back to Narcus. Jacob. Narcus and Esquivel, ahead for Esquivel. And the goalie came out quickly. That's Maxwell Adrians. Picked up that pass. Now Owen Harris brings it back for the Goslings. Back upfield by the Silver Eagles. I think that's Heberly on the far side. Right out in front, there's a shot and a save by Ortega. Hard shot by Zilke, who had the goal for the Silver Eagles in the first half. Ortega with 7 or 8 real quality saves. Eagles bringing it up. That's Cram with it. The center of the field. Femright. Now broken up by the Goslings. Brought right back. Shot! And sails wide. I believe the Monona Grove only had one, maybe two goal kicks in the first half, which really tells the story that they kept the ball at the other end of the field on the Gosling end of the field for most of that first half with most of that pressure. See what the coaches were able to do at halftime. Clayton Kratzer for Watertown and Randy Becker for Monona Grove. Crossed out in front. And we got, I think, looked like it bounced up and hit somebody in the hand maybe, or the arm. Right outside the penalty area. Referee is marking off 10 yards. Defenders have to be at least 10 yards away from the ball. Again, in the first half, early on, they had a kick like this, a free kick. Went off the crossbar and then was headed in by Zilke. This time it goes wide, Watertown goal kick. Watertown only 2 goal corner kicks. And Monona Grove with 5 or 6. Again, an indication of the pressure they put on the Watertown defense. Connor Lehman to throw it in to Narcus. In midfield, kicked back by Davis Trawler to Rains. Centered. Esquivel blocks that, but it goes out of bounds. Esquivel and Narcus trying to doing the most for the Watertown offense. Supported out there by Sloan and Gilbertson and Harris at midfield. Nice steal by the Goslings. Esquivel past Anarchus, taken away. Working at far side to the middle. Now Narcus. Up to Esquivel. Got by one. Rains comes back to steal it. Now brings it upfield. Crosses midfield. Down the right side, left sideline. Still with it. Over to Haberly. Centered. Headed. And a save by Ortega. I think that was Davis Troller. Got his head on that. Out of bounds, throw-in for Silver Eagles. And a substitution. Gibbons goes out.
And for the Silver Eagles, number 12,
Mac Pertzbone, a defender. Dylan Vasquez in for Watertown. Long ball upfield. Back to the goalkeeper. Brings it out to this side to 2, Isaac Cram. To the middle. Ball stolen. And he was tripped up. Watertown with a kick. I think that was Owen Harris. Or that was Sloan, Eli Sloan. And then a long kick by Narcus sailed over the goal.
And for Watertown, number 6, Gideon Wangren.
Gideon Wangeren in for Watertown. Number 6 up front. Sloan to Narcus. I think that ball went off of, nope, off the foot of the Silver Eagle. Connor Lehman up to throw it in. Back to Narcus. Lehman in the center. After it, Wangeren. Harris with a shot. On the ground, a save by Adrians. Now Cram bringing it up the field. The boom. Down to the corner after it is Davis Trawler, who centers it. Headed. And we're going to have a corner kick, I believe. Monona Grove, good job using their head down by the goal. I mean, that's something that soccer players always look for. The ball comes in, if they can direct it with their head. But as far as high school teams that I've seen over the last couple of years, Monona Grove doing a really good job with that. Again, the Monona Grove able to keep 2 defenders about midfield, and that leaves 8 players down in the Watertown half of the field to keep the ball in play. Now stolen by Narcus. And there it is. It's a foot race. Goalkeeper comes all the way out to kick it away. Adrians had to get there in front of Wangeren. That's the one disadvantage when you have so many up front. The defense for the Goslings in this case can get off a long pass. He can sometimes get a 2-on-3, have an opportunity. Narcus, 2 on him. Then off of the back of his foot, out of bounds. Zilke with it at midfield, or rather that's Davis Troller. On the far side, that's Pertzborn. Over to this side, Cram. Headed right out in front by Haberly, and a save by Ortega. Again, a great save. That's what the scoreboard says. Great save. 52:37 gone. We playing 2 40-minute halves. So we got 27 minutes here in the second half. It's still 1-1. This Badger Conference matchup. Cram throws it in. Comes back to Cram. Now centers at Davis Troller. There's Zilke. One's 22, one's 23. Can't always see the difference. Lehman headed it out. Wangeren back. Kicked away from him. Watertown with the throw-in. And a substitution.
Monona Grove, number 17, Marcus DeGroot. And in for Watertown, number 4, Nathan Pfeiffer.
Nathan Pfeiffer in for Watertown. DeGroot in for Monona Grove. Thrown in by Lehman to Narcus. Wanger in there. Brought out by Cram. And Cram got a hit from Gilbertson. A shoulder. He'll put it in play to Carter Ryan. Centering right out front. There's a shot. Didn't get all of it. That was DeGroot who just came in. Ortega with the save. Another long kick, Cram. Lehman. His pass intercepted nicely by Zilke. Brought down on the far side. Again, 8 players up for Silver Eagles. There's a long shot and a save. Zilke with that shot. Ortega having a great game and goal for the Goslings. Kept this game at 1-1. Wangerin. And we got a whistle here. It's like right at midfield. We're going to have a free kick for the Goslings. Ref was, I think, going to call the foul, but wasn't sure if the Goslings were going to maintain possession. And when they lost possession, then he blew the whistle. Watertown will put it in play. Schmidt with the kick. Bum with it. Midfield. Back to Bum. Shot. And a beautiful save by Ortega. Going to his right. Pushed it past the goal. Another corner kick. Davis Troller back in. Jackson Barta in for Watertown. Here's the corner kick out front. Punched out of there by Ortega. Another shot. Can get through all the legs. Narcus. He's got one out in front, one on the side. Gives it over to Barta. Cram comes back to take it away. And Zilke. Davis Troller on the far side. Gave it up to Ryan. Davis Troller with the long kick. Right out in front. Haberly. Shot went wide. Haberly had an opportunity there. Had a 3/4 of the goal open, but pulled it a little bit. Missed. Again, it stays 1-1. If not for some of the great saves by Ortega and missed shots by Monona Grove. Be a lot different game. Brought back by the Eagles. Down to the corner. Stops. Turns. To the end line. Centers. Headed up in the air by Schmidt. There's a shot just over the top. That was number 7, I believe, Femright. Got his foot on it, but just, again, over the top. Schmidt with this goal kick for the Goslings.
Back in for the Silver Eagles, number 18, Liam Raines.
Liam Raines back in for Monona Grove. Usually a defender. Right out in front. Schmidt upfield. Narcus trying to get it over to Barda. Cram brings it up. Silky. Long shot. And it goes wide. We'll have a goal kick. That was Davis Troller. Schmidt getting ready for the goal kick. 20 minutes to go in this contest. It's 1-1. And those goals came a long time ago, 50 minutes ago. At 9:32 by Zilke. At 4:46 by Esquivel for Watertown.
For the Goslings, number 22,
Yahir Talito in.
Denzel Esquivel.
And Esquivel back in. Toledo, I think this is his first action tonight. Graham with the throw-in. Ref moving him back. Davis Troller. Long shot. Skies went high by Femright. And it looks like right now Monona Grove is taking some longer shots. Trying to catch maybe Ortega asleep in the... But he's been very active tonight. Some great saves. Esquivel. There's a pass. Ooh. Couldn't get it by Raines. Liam Raines has done a great job at center defender when he's been in there. We got a call over here by the side judge.
Number 9, Milo Cole. And for the Goslings, number 3, Owen Harris.
Owen Harris in for the Goslings. Narcus on the far side. Kicked away from the Goslings. Watertown throw-in right in front of their bench. McCloskey up. Narcus. And a call went against Goslings. Ball on this side. Isaac Cram, a senior. Davis Troller. Ball taken away by Harris. Narcus. Raines intercepts that pass. That's how they scored early on. Narcus got a pass past Raines, and Esquivel put it in. Centered, headed by Bushke. Brought back by Cram. To the end line. Goal kick. Speed-wise, these teams are fairly even, it appears. Just a lot of pressure on the Watertown defense tonight. Nice. Ortega got his foot on it and blocked it. And then a shot went wide. Ortega could see somebody breaking through, went out and blocked it. We have a Gosling down. Might be Schmidt. Trainer coming out in the Watertown Regional Medical Center. Right in front of the goal. Trainer gets him up, walks him off the field, limping just a little bit. And if that is Braden Schmidt, he's played a great game on defense tonight. We have 16 minutes to go, just under 16 minutes. Tied up at 1 apiece. Denzel Esquivel started it off in the first 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, Zilke, the header, tied it up. And that's all the scoring here tonight so far. But a lot of action in this game. A lot of great saves by Ortega for the Goslings. Bushke with the kick. Off of Narcus. And Narcus called for a little push there. He and Femwright fighting for it. Davis Troller, senior co-captain. On goal, Ortega with the save, punched it up and over. And another corner kick. Great save by Ortega. That ball came in straight and hard. Ball's right out, crosses over. And we'll have another corner now from this side. That ball goes behind. And it's a goal kick. Well, that looks like Schmidt still out there taking a goal kick. So maybe it was Bushke that had to take a break. Esquivel over on this side. Barda to Narcus. There's a shot off the post. Shot by Harris off the crossbar. Owen Harris. Watertown throwing on the far side. Headed out. A long shot taken by Barda. Barda, Narcus, and Esquivel up front there for the Goslings. Goal kick. Comes all the way over here to the side. Isaac Cram will bring it up. Back to the middle to Rains. And to the far side. Harris there for Watertown. Picks up the ball. Up the sideline, no one there but a Silver Eagle. Back to the center to Ryan. Watertown will have a throw-in on the far side. Well, I think that is 19, Schmidt, who came back in. 19 and 9, Bushke and Schmidt. Two defenders in the back. Sometimes I get them confused. We sorry about that. Monona Grove comes away with it. Down the sideline, got a 4-on-3. And there's a shot off a post. It's timed by the Silver Eagles. Narcus just upfield, giving it a chance for Esquivel to run it down. Defender slipped. Got back up. Now right into the center. Got past Toledo. Narcus. I think that was Bum that hit the post on the far side. Schmidt up on the far side. All the way back to Ortega. Picked up by Cram. And Ortega picks it up on the first bounce. We got 10.5 to go. Esquivel. It's by Cram. Turns on it. Harris. Gets off a soft shot as the defender went down. Gosling's bringing it up. McCloskey to the far side. Thinks that's Watertown unable to control over there. McCloskey up for the throw-in. Coach Kratzer giving him some instruction, or Coach Schmidt. Long shot taken by Pfeiffer. Picked up by the goalkeeper, Adrians. Now Isaac Cram. Davis Troller. Right on the front. And there's a penalty called. This may be a penalty kick, as I believe that was Haberly coming down. Tripped up. Referee going to check with the field judge to see if it was in the penalty area or not. And it is going to be a penalty kick. Nathan Haberly, a junior. Ortega in goal. Haverly, Ortega. Off the top. And then an offsides called. That's off the crossbar. Did not go into across the end line. Schmidt with the kick. Clear it out. Headed up by Narcus. Then Esquivel on the far side. Throw in. 8 minutes to go. Both teams with shots off the crossbar, off the post. Still find it hard to believe it's 1-1 here, but it is. There's a ball in, picked up. Haberly went flying, but no call. Ortega with the long kick. Esquivel. It's down there. Blocks the kick. And there's a call this time against Liam Raines. All the way up from his defender spot, Braden Schmidt to take this kick. Gonna try to put it up, curve it up. Ball's out. Bushke up. Davis Troller, the long kick. Ortega all the way out. Long shot, and it goes wide. Going to be a corner kick. Just over 6 minutes. Headed in front. Schmidt clears it upfield. Esquivel, he's only got one defender back. Now Narcus. Raines to this side. Davis Troller again. And a shot goes wide. Another goal kick coming up. 5.5 to go. Has to be a little bit frustrating here for Monona Grove as they've had so many close chances, but unable to get that second goal in. We got a call this time against Monona Grove. Connor Lehman. We're going to have a card here. Going to have a yellow card against Monona Grove. Number 11, I believe, Lester Baum. And Isaac Cram, both of them going off. 2 yellow cards. Five minutes to go. As the call was made. The reaction to the call resulted in the yellow cards. Davis Troller on the far side. Connor Ryan. to Zilke. Shot goes wide. We'll have a corner goal kick. 4.5 to go. 4.5 minutes, tied 1 apiece. Schmidt. Couple of subs in for Watertown.
In from Monona Grove, number 3, Jason Monenga, and number 12, Max Persborn.
Monenga and Pertzbon in.
And number 6, Gideon Wangren.
Sloan and Wangren back in for Watertown. Some fresh legs out there for these last 4 minutes. Right out in front, headed out. Monenga. Put right back by Pertzbaum. Now we have a call down here. Going to be a free kick. Davis Troller. Trying to get off that kick quickly. Defense has to go back 10 yards. Ortega. One of these, he hit the crossbar and then it was headed back. Another one, Ortega had to push it over the top. And that one skied. Got all of that ball, but underneath it. 2.5 minutes to go.
Back into the Goslings, number 8, Dylan Vasquez.
Vasquez in for Watertown. Taking the kick now is Bushke. Midfield, headed back down by Monona Grove. Lehman couldn't control. To the end line, cleared out, corner kick. So Monona Grove with at least 6 corner kicks in each half. Watertown 2 the first half, none the second half. But it's 1-1. Ball came out. After it, Esquivel, Wangeren, Narcus to Esquivel. Shot and a save. Beautiful save by Adrians. Watertown had an opportunity there. Narcus on the far side. Cross. Lehman headed and taken by Adrians. His punt to Haberly. On the far side, Nathan Haberly, it goes wide. Less than a minute to go, 1-1. I know you need more goals to win, but there's a sense if this game ends up 1-1, Watertown has, in a sense, been able to hold off the Silver Eagle team that has put so much pressure on. Still 35 seconds to go. Right out in front, headed. Picked up by Ortega. 15 seconds to go.
10,
Esquivel.
8, 7,
Lehman down.
5, 4, 3, 2.
That's going to be the end of this game, ladies and gentlemen. What a game between your Goslings and the Eagles, Silver Eagles of Monona Grove. Score 1-1. Watertown's goal at 4:46 by Esquivel. Headed in Zilke with a header at 9:32. And so many shots, both teams with shots off the crossbar Silver Eagles off the side post. And in a sense, almost a victory for Watertown as they held it to a tie, 1-1. Thanks to Brandon Simmons and Max Alexander here from Watertown TV. This is Ray Bazanson signing off for the night. Have a good night. Be safe and God bless.